Alright, let's get growing. Day 27 of fall, year 2. We're just here to do some winter prep today. We're not going to get into anything too serious. We're not going to be doing any planting. There's going to be no planting over winter this year. See, there should be nothing going on. Those 6 crops have been unwatered the entire season. Today is Spirit's Eve, which is fine. That doesn't affect our plan at all. We're going to get back into our same routine. We're going to head over to Ginger Island, check on things there. And then we're just going to keep every day, we're going to try to move a little bit towards having our field completed. We're carrying around our sprinklers and such. And we're just going to keep trying to get that field completed and ready for spring. All right. So we're waiting on this keg. Ah, that's the pickled cave carrot for the raccoon. I'm going to go ahead and drop that off down there. And that should do it for that. Did I not? Oh, right, no. The winter root juice is still going in that keg. That's what we're waiting for the keg. I do want to make every attempt to finish that raccoon quest, just to be able to transition mystery boxes into magic rock candy. Oh, let me clean up my inventory here real quick. I'm gonna drop everything. I did make some more seed makers. We do want to drop those off over on Ginger Island as well, so that we can be a little more efficient with our seed making once we get, 100, 200. Oh, it is... Okay, it is a problem. It is a problem. Oh well, that's fine. We have other stuff we can do. I thought they didn't start setting up for Spirit's Eve until later in the day. So let's go grab our sap. We'll just grab our sap and do our other type chores. We'll get started working on the farm. Oh, I guess I didn't have to do that. I'm still not quite in the habit of using the scepter. I love that I have it, but I'm not quite in the habit of using it. Alright, we've got our sprinklers. The seed makers go over to Ginger Island. And the raisins can just sit there. I don't have to give them to the Junimos until we're ready to start harvesting. So I'm just going to keep stockpiling those for now. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at what we've got going on. I know I want to... Oh, I see. You can just take the pressure nozzles off first. So that's what I wanted to do there. And I don't have any other pressure nozzles. So I need to leave those 2 there. Okay. Do we have a... Oh yeah, we're not doing that. We have to wait for next week for more key quests. Alright. So what we can do is we can start chopping out these quality sprinklers. Tell you what, let me just put the sprinklers right next to the axe. And that way, we can just chop it out and immediately put 1 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So we're just going to keep taking this across the field. I have 2120. I mean, we might make it. We might make it. We might not. Okay. That takes me over to there. Okay, so if I put one here, that should cover everything there. Right? Yeah. That'll cover all that. And that covers there. Okay, we're good. We're good. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the same thing on this side, it looks like. If I do this, and then this, 1, 2. Okay, so I'm gonna need to put another one like there. We'll see. We'll see how this works out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, haven't blocked a Junimo hut yet. Haven't blocked a Junimo hut yet, so that's been lucky. Oh, and that's it. Oh, we didn't make it the whole way down. We did not make it the whole way down. But we will. By the end of the winter, we absolutely will. Really just one more week and we will. Actually, one more day. I think we are harvesting our solar panels on Sundays. So tomorrow, we should probably have enough to finish that. And it wouldn't be a bad idea to, if we do have more iridium sprinklers than we need, then we can go over to Ginger Island and replace some of those quality sprinklers. Every space counts. Whoops, hold on one second. Alright, the birds are saying good morning there. Alright, so all of the quality sprinklers are gone from here. We just have one very small section. I'm gonna leave, I think I've decided I will get rid of the giant crops, but only at the very end. They'll be the last thing to get planted. I think I have decided. I want ancient fruit everywhere. So I will indeed get rid of the giant crops, but not until we actually are ready. Alright, is that all? So that makes it just this last couple rows here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we just need one more there. And then one row along the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So maybe 10 more total to be 100% on the farm with iridium sprinklers. And we're just waiting for, I guess we could replace these ones as well. That would be nice. So 10, maybe 13. We are waiting for this keg to finish the winter root juice so that we can just move it into the house or whatever, into a chest. I'm not using it really. And put the greenhouse up here. And then we're well on our way at that point. We're well on our way. This pressure nozzled sprinkler does cover the entire corner. So that's good. All right. All right. Almost. We're almost done with quality sprinklers. We're very close to done. We made 396 quality sprinklers. 0 regular sprinklers. I'm actually surprised I made it from to the quality sprinklers so quickly. But we were growing a lot of stuff. And 118 iridium sprinklers so far. We're going to make at least 30 more. So we may end up around 150 iridium sprinklers total, which isn't bad. It's not bad. Alright, so currently we have 400 iridium bars. 60 gold bars. I guess we'll... Now that I've rearranged things, I have to walk inside to go do the furnaces. And this is how it's going to be from now on. I'm just curious if the mushroom log... I put the mushroom log down just to see if it ever does produce mushrooms inside. Just out of curiosity. Alright. So I guess that's about all we can do right now here. We could go down to the wizard and see about putting in more Junimo huts. We could do that. We got our fiber. We got our star fruits. What was the other thing? Stone, I think? I'm checking on the wiki. Checking on the wiki. Junimo hut. Stone. Yes, 200 stone each. Okay. So, one stack will be all that we need. And let's see what this looks like. I think the giant crops may actually already be in the way. I'm going to be honest about that. I think the giant crops may already be in the way. If they are, I might have to cut them out earlier than I wanted to. Alright, let's see. Let's see, what are we doing here? 7 and 8. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's more than enough space. They could be all the way up here. So we're just gonna put them here. And I guess in that regard, I can kind of put them wherever I want. So to the left, they have 7 spaces to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it goes there. And I believe it's 7 on both sides, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And just keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh no! It's alright. I can just put it there. I can just put it there. That's fine, actually. It might look a little off, but it's still plenty close to the other ones. And let's just have a look if I even need another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Technically I would... Oh no, that's the house. Technically I would need another one to cover this corner. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But only one little row of it, so we're good there. I'm going to need to hand harvest that corner. And that should be it. And this edge as well. I remember this edge I need to hand harvest. And this edge I need to hand harvest here, this little group. So other than those few sections that I'll need to hand harvest, and maybe this little corner here as well, the Junimos will be handling everything for me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes, those still overlap. So I'm okay with leaving it then. I'll wait until our ancient fruit is ready to be the entire field, and then I will close in on that. Alright, so right now I'm ready to chop out that pathway around the giant pumpkin. Can I chop path with a hoe? No. I just don't want to accidentally chop the pumpkin. Okay. Alright. So we now have a lot more field capacity. Like 35, I don't know, 35 to 40 more field capacity, and the raisins, the Junimos with raisins, I'll just go ahead and give them a couple just to make sure they're happy over the winter. We've got the Junimos with raisins covering almost the entire field. Everything but a few spaces. Everything but a few spaces. So now we just need some more pressure nozzles, or we need some more... Oh, we do have 20 more battery packs. Okay, well I might as well make them, right? I might as well just make them. That is our main priority here. There should be nothing holding me back from making iridium sprinklers with our battery packs right now. Alright, so we can actually completely finish this off. Okay. We can completely finish this off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, so they go right on the bottom wall. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oh, perfect. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So they overlap there now. That's perfect. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. We'll just chop these out, and then we'll head over to the Spirits Eve Festival. And we'll have a look around this pond right there. I think I need to place one more around the pond and also around that other pond. I think I put it there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So these 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so it's like not a lot. I'm doing that to just get these 1, 2, 1, 2, to really just get one space. That's alright. That's fine. If we don't put the sprinkler there, then we're down 2 spaces, so that helps. Alright, let's just chop these out and then problem solve that. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I could put one there. That covers that. I could put one there. 1, 2, 3. That covers that. Hey, Whimsy. Thank you. Popping in to say have a great day and stream. Thank you so much. Have a great day yourself. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. So I think if we put one here, that covers all of our bases. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, so we are 100% covered. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There's a space there. I could put a sprinkler right on the edge to cover that one. Alright, so the whole farm is covered, and I have a couple extra left over. So those are going to go to Ginger Island with me. And we can go ahead and go to the Spirits Eve Festival. 330 quality sprinklers picked back up. Almost 400 total that we made. And we've now picked back up 330 of them. It was time well spent farming to make them, because that's the quality sprinklers going the whole way across the farm is the only reason we've made 10.5 million in fall of year 2 without any processing or concern for profits. Alright, I don't know that there's really anything that I care about here. I think we do the maze up there. Yeah, there's nothing here. The funky rug, interestingly enough, is just a modern rug with purple shading. That's cool. Let's get one. Let's get one. Pierre gets us with this stuff. He does get us with this stuff. Okay. And even though there's absolutely no reason to, I'm going to grab that jack-o'-lantern recipe. And then we'll go do the maze. I bet you Jazz knows. She's a smart girl. I bet you she knows exactly where to go. Is this the way, or maybe over here? You know, I don't entirely know either. Nope, not that way. This is the way. You found the secret entrance too? Yes, Emily. We are here. We are here with you. Okay, there we go. There we go. A little bit confused. It's a lot of obstacles here. This is my spot. Excuse me, Sebastian? We're all playing this game together. Nope, can't go through there. Okay. Alright, I think that was the correct thing to do. Yep. So, here we go. Wait, you can get here. Oh, no, you can't. Okay. Hey, Vincent. Did we beat the maze? Not yet, actually. Am I Sam? Oh, wow. That is creepy. He is definitely being creepy about that. Alright. We go back here. And we pop... Aha, there we are. Alright, a prize ticket. Hey, I guess it works. I guess it works. Good evening, Chill. Once again, we've been graced with a haunted maze constructed in secret by the eccentric who lives out in the forest. Are we talking about Linus or the wizard? Or possibly even Leah. The eccentric who lives out in the forest. I hope Jazz is okay in there. It's okay. Shane's got her. Shane's got her. Already made it through the maze. Now it's time to kick back with a pumpkin ale. Yeah, buddy. Let's go. I'd watch your back, lad. Something terrible's in that maze? Really? I didn't realize you scared so easy, Willie. There's nothing in there. Dear, can you pass the zucchini fritters, please? Oh my goodness. As long as I can have some too. I love zucchini fritters. If I wasn't in this blasted chair, I'd be running circles around everyone in that maze. I do believe you, George. I do. I should make a plate of food for my husband. He's been manning the shop all night. You know he doesn't have to do that. That's his choice. He could just walk away and get food anytime he wants. Carving pumpkins is a talent of mine. I usually do most of the jack-o'-lanterns for everyone in town. All I ask in return is to keep the seeds. Sprinkle a little cinnamon sugar on those puppies. You've got yourself a golden snack. Absolutely. Toasted pumpkin seeds. Pass another bottle of pumpkin ale over here. I think you've had enough, Pam. I was in the maze for a while, but then I got hungry. My mom seems to be enjoying herself. Yeah, maybe a bit too much. Are you looking forward to things slowing down soon? Winter is around the corner. It's quite literally one day away. After I finish this food, I'm going head first into that maze. I'd stay on your feet, Maru. Did you know a study in the Journal of Anthropological Physiology found that the cadence, tempo, and key of music can have a measurable impact on cortisol levels? I did not know that. I'd be willing to bet that's a true fact, though. Is there vanilla ice cream to go with the blackberry cobbler? I'd be willing to bet that is a true fact. Did you see the decorations on our house? I don't like it. Let's have a look. It's just spider webs and pumpkins. Oh, there's also big old spiders. I wonder why Abigail doesn't like that. I thought she liked that kind of stuff. I thought Abigail liked that kind of stuff. These things don't look so tough. Okay, Kent. Okay, Kent. Oh, pitiful wretch, in what fetid grotto lies your kingdom? In other words, to translate, where are you from? Sometimes one must stare into the abyss to stir a languid muse. Jeez, Elliot. Chill, man. Chill. Take a break. Have a sip of tea here. Oh no, of course the Junimo hut won't work there. The giant crop is blocking it. They won't be able to get out. All right. Well, we'll have to think about that. We'll have to think about that. All right, where are we putting this rug? Up in the kids' room? It doesn't fit. Okay, so up here, I guess. With our squid painting. Alright, let's pick up our minerals here and then get our pets by the fire and head to bed. Get our pets by the fire, have a sip of tea. And head to bed. Tomorrow's the last day of fall. Not that that really means anything to us. Our legend pond just slowly and steadily bringing us a little bit of income at a time. Very consistent. All right, let's grab our gold. Gold. And head on out. Head over to Ginger Island today. We should almost definitely have some ancient fruit over there today. It is an Iridium Luck Day, and we do have ladders and shafts available. Actually, let me check the computer. The greenhouse might be done as well. No, okay. So I might want to do a Skull Cavern run after we do Ginger Island and get our sap from the quarry mine, from the quarry forest. Good morning, bud. Love you. At work, I'll pull up with the squad for your next stream. Add me on Discord. Alright, sure thing. Sure thing, bud. Let's grab our sap for the day. And then head over to Ginger Island. We'll stop by and redeem that prize ticket while we're passing by. see what we get. I'm not sure that there's really much that we want from the prize tickets anymore. But every once in a while there's a useful prize. Oh, that's right, and today's Sunday, so we want to go to the desert anyway. There's 8 Omni Geodes, that's not useless. And we could put those bee houses up. You know, we could put the bee houses up. Maybe if there's room up in that upper right hand corner. It's Sunday, so the board won't have changed yet. So we don't have to worry about that. We do want to be harvesting our fish for the sap, for the fertilizer. Fish plus sap is regular quality fertilizer instead of the sap and iridium for the deluxe fertilizer. We'll do some of both. The deluxe fertilizer is going to take way too much sap. We're not going to have enough sap to do the whole field with deluxe fertilizer. So we'll try to do a balance where we get lots of quality fertilizer and at least some deluxe fertilizer. Alright, and let's go ahead and place our Alright. There we go. We don't use this shipping container that much, so I'm not really worried about having to walk around that. Not really worried about it. So see, now that we've got that, we're almost always guaranteed to already have the top ones ready to go, and be able to just keep cycling through like that. Because this particular time we don't have, a ton of seeds, but in every subsequent harvest we're going to start getting more and more. We've got 66. That should be plenty to do the entire other side here. And how many? We have 6 iridium sprinklers. So this is plenty to do the entire other side. We can take out some of these sprinklers and put iridium sprinklers in. Okay, let's see how much of this is tillable. Are there any other ones? No. Okay. So we'll see how this goes. What can we do with an iridium sprinkler here? If we put it there, it goes 1, 2, 1, 2. If I put it here, it goes 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, and gets that one as well. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. It would go there. See, this is so confounded. Discombobulated. But with the iridium sprinklers, we will get a few more tillable tiles here. Whoa, oh, that was close. I wasn't paying attention. I already have ancient fruit there. All right. Okay. Not really a lot of tillable tiles here. Okay. So now we can do the math on this. Whoops. I do want to replace this one with an iridium sprinkler immediately. 1, 2, 1, 2. That covers everything here. Okay. And that's not tillable. Neither of these are tillable. Okay, so I might just leave these be quality sprinklers down here. Because that's fine. This one does this entire section. Okay. So if I put one there, that does that whole section. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, if I put one here, that does this whole section. And if I put one, it doesn't go 3 across, so I'm going to need to block one tillable tile on this side. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, I'm going to need to block one tillable tile on this side of the farm. Okay, cool. Oh, 2. 2 tillable tiles. Not bad. Not bad. Alright, and our Ginger Island farm is 100%. I mean, I guess we could put them over here in these, but I think I'd rather leave these open for Ginger. So we have 27. We can start in the greenhouse now. We're making progress, and that the greenhouse will then be producing, because of agriculturist, the greenhouse will produce seed before the end of winter. Okay, I am going to need to change. My son came over, and we tried all kinds of stuff to improve the computer that I have, and most of it didn't work, except we did increase the refresh rate on the monitor, and it's actually bugging me. Okay, so let me see here. Settings. Display. Where's the display settings? I don't even know where I would find that setting. Under personalization. I'm trying to find where I would change my refresh rate on my monitor back. Refresh rate. Advanced display info. There we go. Alright, let's turn that back again. Keep changes. There we go. Okay. That's much more smooth. Okay. So theoretically we have one more iridium sprinkler. Theoretically we could replace something here. I'm just going to throw it in this chest and walk away right now. And head back to the farm. There's our winter root juice, so we can do that. It's too late to head up to Robin's right now, but one of the nice things is, if all you want to do is move buildings, you can do that at the wizard's house. And he's open late. You don't even need to interact with him to do it. We'll just throw this in the corner there. We're probably never going to use it again. Alright, we'll drop our fish off. Drop our ancient seeds off. Actually, I'll keep those, because we'll come back and put those in the greenhouse. We're not bothering with the trash at this point. There was quartz there, though. toss our gingers in there and head on out. Alright, drop off this winter root juice with the raccoon. Keep advancing that. Fairy dust. Okay, so we're getting close, I think. I think we have maybe 2 more quests to be able to start trading mystery boxes for magic rock candy. A Junimo catalog. Oh, I think we need to get that immediately. Yeah. I know it seems a little off to have both a Joja catalog and a Junimo catalog, but I'll also get this modern bookcase. But we do have a bunch of Junimos on our farm, so we've got to decorate to make them comfortable. Hey Abigail, hey, we had one of those fairy roses you sold at the shop for dinner last night. I guess it was starting to go bad and my dad couldn't bear to throw it out. Okay, it was still pretty good though. Well, thank you, Abigail. That's very nice of you. What should I do tonight? Yes, what is it? Thank you. I'm not really sure about the whole cooking a fairy rose for dinner thing. That's a bit weird. Sometimes observes the local villagers in secret. I'm hoping to find an apprentice. Someday I will leave this mortal plane, but my arcane pursuits must continue. Okay, move buildings. Alright, there we go. So here's the question then. Do we just leave the shipping container? I think we move the shipping container to there, and we move the dog bowl to there. That's looking good. That's looking good. We are gonna, oh, and they're all empty now, so we can move those. We can move those around now. Looking good. Yeah. Alright, are there any other buildings we want to move? We'll probably, sadly enough, I mean, we could move this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that was like right where that needs to be. We could just move it to the side until their door is open, you know? And then we don't have to destroy this giant crop. I mean, heck, we could do that. And then they're actually in line with the other one, but they're too far away. So we'll just have like a little bit that we need to hand harvest in the middle here. That looks good. That looks good. Okay, so we're really close already. We're really close already. We want to try to get any pressure nozzles that we can. We want to try to get any pressure nozzles that we can. And then we're just pushing them further and further for more efficiency at that point. To just get a few more sprinklers off the field. But that's really all we're working on now, is just the pressure nozzles and just continuing to multiply the ancient fruit seeds. I am going to need to make a few more seed makers or bring a few back. I'll probably just make a few more, because we are going to be, we're going to have 100 here in the greenhouse. So I'm going to want seed makers here at the house as well. So I'll probably put them inside for now, like up here in the attic or something. I do have the seeds with me, right? Yes, I do. And I would probably like to make the deluxe fertilizer already to put in the greenhouse. All right. So, yep, that's plenty. So we only want to do exactly as many. We only want to do exactly as many as we have seeds for right now. Might as well harvest stuff while we're in here, right? I just want to keep these grapes. I don't think I want to replace them with seed makers. That, I think, would be wasteful. We want to keep making too many grapes. And we also do want to swap these sprinklers out as soon as possible. So maybe we go to the desert here first. Go to the desert first. Get our... get our solar panels, get our battery packs. See if we can make a couple. I think if I make iridium sprinklers, I believe it takes 6 to do the greenhouse. What am I doing? I believe it takes 6 iridium sprinklers to do the greenhouse. So, all right. Not all of them were ready. For whatever reason, I thought all of them were going to be on Sunday. That's my mistake. Okay. They were not all ready on Sunday. I'm not sure why I thought that. Not sure why I thought they would be. Whoops, not that. We've got a lot of stuff going on here. A lot of stuff going on. We'll make raisins here, and then we'll go do the greenhouse planting of ancient fruit. Probably never going to use this fairy dust for any reason, but we'll keep it around just in case. We'll keep it around just in case. Alright, now let's get started. Oh, we need to make the sprinklers. Need to make the sprinklers so that I can go ahead and replace them. Alright, so we'll start with just chopping out the sprinklers. And we'll see where we end up. Whoops, that's fine. We've got the ancient fruit. Alright, so let's say we start from the bottom corner here. 1, 2. So that's where we want our first one. Right? Yes. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the next one. And oh, okay. So I've done it so that I'm going to need them on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yes, that is the correct spot. Just the grape trellises make it seem strange perspective. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there we go. So we can put these back, and I can fill in 2 more pots. Okay. Making progress. It's slow progress, right? It's slow progress, but it is progress. Okay, and I am going to need to untill this ground so that I get rid of that fertilizer. Okay, so I want to start with that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 spots. So we need to do 15 more spots. 15 more spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We might actually pass out in the greenhouse today. I'm pickaxing these back up. I'm untilling them because I don't want the fertilizer that's there. I want to replace that fertilizer. So that's why you see me untilling this ground. Oh no, the hoe digs up. The hoe digs up garden pots. Come on. Okay, come on. No, I didn't make it. I didn't get the seeds in the ground. Oh well. We'll do it today. That's sad. That's sad. I didn't get the seeds in the ground. Oh well, they'll still be ready with fruit on them by the end of the winter. Krobus's birthday today. Hey, the mushroom log does produce mushrooms inside the house. How about that? Check that out. That's a funny little tidbit of knowledge right there. The mushroom log does indeed produce mushrooms inside the house. It isn't another Iridium Luck Day today, and we have +1 ore, and we have plus speed. So today might be a good day to do Skull Caverns. It's not going to be like a full committal Skull Caverns, but it might still be okay. You know, we're not doing the 6 o'clock a.m. Skull Caverns here, because we definitely want to get these ancient fruit put in. But alright, Harvey charged us 1,000 gold for that. That's cool. That's cool. Thank you, Harvey. Alright, let's get these ancient fruit planted. And let's rearrange these before I do that. Okay, one there. I can't put them there. Okay. How many do I have left? 2, and that should be good enough. I guess I could just put them straight up and down. Leaves a couple tiles that I'm not using, but that's fine. That's fine. We'll figure it out. And then we can also line this side, I guess, with seed makers? I don't know. I think the seed makers are going to have to go inside. We'll see. Alright. So alright. Theoretically, that should be all of it. Alright, that was. So the ancient fruit journey in the greenhouse has begun. Exciting stuff. Exciting stuff. I'm really on the fence about the timing of all of it. That's what's bothering me right now. We're going to drop these sprinklers for now. They're only useful on Ginger Island now, so we can go do that. Actually, I can just grab them and take them to Ginger Island. If we are going to do a Skull Cavern run today, it's going to be super small. Okay, where's our... We'll put it next to our Joja catalog and let them fight it out. I tell you what, the bookshelf can go in the kids' room. And first, we'll move the beds under the clouds and then give them a bookshelf there. Looks good. Looks good. All right. Let's get a move on. Let's head on over to Ginger Island. Love you, bud. Let's head on over to Ginger Island. Check out the ancient fruit. See if we can make some more seeds. And then, I mean, I hate doing a half-a-day Skull Cavern run, but I think that might be what we do. It doesn't really seem worth it. I don't know. Tropical fish, Gus's famous omelet. Probably not doing either of those. Can't pass up a panning spot. Never mind. No, see, I hate that. Picking up the crab pot gets me sometimes. Whoa, everybody's in here. Fish certainly smells fresh. Alright, good. Hey farmer, so I stopped by Pierre's the other day and bought a fairy rose. It was the first time I've seen one of those there in a while. I cooked it up for dinner last night. It filled the house with a wonderful smell. It was a hit. I'm glad Pierre's stock is starting to expand again. Anyways, have you had much luck in the local waters? You look like you could be a strong angler if you set your mind to it. I mean, the fairy rose, I would expect the flowers to have a different dialogue setting. Everybody's talking about cooking them up for dinner. And I don't know, that seems a little weird. Seems a little weird. Is that? No. I didn't have the butterfly blessing. I just hadn't seen that before. Alright. Let's go. And we know we're done with Ginger Island. So all of these seeds are going to the greenhouse. And very soon, we will just be starting to stockpile them. Very soon we'll be starting to stockpile them. For now, we still have the greenhouse to plant. Alright. 39 more. Oh. I wasn't done. 48 more. Fantastic. Fantastic. That goes a long way. Then we're already more than halfway filled in the greenhouse now. So, and we're not even getting fruit from. Oh, the keys crop. It is the first day of the month, so this is indeed possible. Because we have our entire farm field just open and ready to go. So we probably go ahead and accept this and then immediately go do Skull Caverns. And come back with some key beans. And get that whole thing started. Yeah, I think that's what we do. I mean, this 100, that's 20 pressure nozzles right there. That is a lot. Let's go. That is a lot. So let's head down to Skull Cavern, right? It's already 1 p.m., but you know what? We want to get those key beans. So let's empty out our inventory. And let's go chase after those key beans. I am going to put the ancient seeds down. We'll do that tomorrow. Whoops. We'll do that tomorrow. We'll do the ancient seeds tomorrow. I forgot to drop those off on Ginger Island. That's fine. All good. All good. Alright. We don't need the return scepter. We know we're passing out in the Skull Caverns. So we can just put that in the bin. We know we don't need it. And we also don't need the triple shot espresso. I mean, do we want to use up the magic rock candy on a shortened run? I don't think so. I think we just go with the spicy eel for this. We want that magic rock candy for a deep run, so that we can get enough prismatic shards to get more magic rock candy to keep it going. So we'll just stick with the spicy eel for this half run. All right. I'm all ready to go, I think. We got bombs, staircases, ginger ale and spicy eel. We got our pineapples, which I guess we do have them in the house already. But we are going to kind of have a period of not enough pineapples while we wait for the ones in the pots to get ripe. So this is going to be a new one for us, doing a half a Skull Cavern run starting at 1:40 p.m. Alright, how long do we have left on that? A little while. There's one key bean. That's really what we're here for right now. We're actually not really here for iridium and such. We're here for key beans. We did get lucky and get the keys crop quest on the first day of the month. So we're going to do it. So that's what we're in here for. We're not trying to do a deep dive. We're just trying to get some key beans. And I don't know if the key beans will be more deeper or not. I don't know. But we are still going to attempt to get deeper and get some iridium out of this run. But really, we're just after these key beans. We want to get that quest done. Oh, we are getting lots of shafts here. So look at all those shafts. So it must be a pretty good iridium day. The days are not like just 5 options. It's a sliding scale. So even though 2 days might both say iridium, one of them might be way luckier than the other still. You know, within that same category. Okay, getting really lucky with the shafts. We've got 4 key beans so far. Oh, look at all that gold. Alright, just keep it moving here. I don't know that getting deeper does affect the key bean harvest here. But it will help everything else, so we might as well try. Excuse me. Alright, let me have a sip of tea. So we'll probably want to do this again tomorrow. I believe this is going to be the fastest. Why can't I put a staircase anywhere? All right. I believe this is going to be the fastest way for us to get key beans to do Skull Cavern runs. So we do have other stuff we need to do. I'll get that ancient fruit planted in the greenhouse. That is also very important. But we really needed to get some key beans in the ground as quickly as possible. And I might even put some deluxe speed grow down for these key beans to try to get key beans in the seed makers as quickly as possible. But we are going to pass out here. I, in hindsight, maybe should have brought the return scepter and went home in time to get this key beans in the ground. That might have been a better plan. But that's not what I did. That's not what I did. So we'll see. It's going to go how it goes. The keys crop is always a little stressful to try and get it all in time. I missed that. There was an interesting sign on the wall there. And I'm not sure now what it said. Or looked like maybe there was an aquamarine on it or something. All right, so we've got 9 key beans. That's not bad. It's not bad. It's not necessarily great, but it's not a bad start considering we only started halfway through the day. There's a shaft right there. All right, the shafts have been good. They've been jumping us. I think that 6 that we just got, maybe we got a 3 or a 4, but we've been getting 7s and 8s a lot too. But yeah, the more key beans we can get today on the first day of the month, the faster we can be done with this. It's exponential growth, right? Because we're going to plant them with deluxe speed grow. And I'm not finding a ladder here. And I'm also not seeing any others. There we go. I am going to wait. I want every chance to have key beans as possible. Because we're gonna plant those. Oh, that's a fairy box, isn't it? Yeah. Nice. That can be good. I really do like this ice wand, but the fairy box can definitely be good as well. There's a shaft. Fell 3 levels. I mean, this just goes to show the bombing strategy works, right? We only started this run at 1:40 p.m. I am going to wait for these bombs. And I might even bomb this stuff. This is pretty dense over here. Whoops. This is pretty dense. And every key bean counts. We've got 13 already. Okay. We might even do that. We might use that warp totem to go home and get these beans in the ground. We might do that. Maybe around 11 p.m. or 10:30. Again, it's exponential growth, so the sooner we get them in the ground, the faster the more likely we are to finish the quest. It's a hard quest. That one's got a pink cake in it. That's always fun to see. When the giant slimes have something stuck in them. Oh, there's stairs there. I'll wait a second. But yeah, it's always funny to see those giant slimes with stuff stuck in them. Alright, nothing doing here. There's a key bean. Let's do a couple more floors. Couple more floors. Somewhere around 10:30 to 11, I think, is a pretty good time to head back so that we can get these key beans planted. Whoops. Alright, I would love to get a couple more, but I think I'm probably good for now if we don't. If we just go ahead and head on back. There we go. There's at least one more, okay? So that's not bad. That's not bad. And this is a perfect time to just head back. Let's get these key beans planted. Alright. We'll put back what we found. Clear out our inventory here. Not bad, you know, 100 each for a very shortened run. Not bad at all. Okay. Alright, the fairy box we will save. Okay. And now we just need the deluxe speed grow. Here we go. I mean, we could make some hyper speed grow. Could we? Speed grow? Oh, we don't have the recipe for the hyper speed grow. Okay, that's fine. Deluxe speed grow, we have plenty of it already. So much of it. Alright. So we'll just start here. And that's already more than enough space. Should be, anyway. To plant these key beans takes 4 days to mature. So this should make it very, very fast. Okay, so it should be done in 3 days, right? The deluxe speed grow is 25%, so it should be done in 3 days. Now let's get these ancient fruit into the greenhouse. We have 48 of them. I would have preferred to wait for a pineapple harvest, but we really just need to get these things in the ground. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ugh, I keep doing that. Alright, so we're like half the greenhouse at this point, yeah? Oh my goodness, come on. $12.40. Alright, this is going to happen again. I'm not going to get this done because I have to untill everything. And that's fine. We'll get there. Okay. I have to avoid the ones I've already done. I kind of did this haphazardly here because I'm doing it a little bit at a time. Okay. Okay, let me just put the pots back. I'll get the grapes back later. Oh, we passed out right there. All right. So let's definitely get these ancient seeds in the ground, no matter what else is going on. We might want to do a skull cavern run no matter what the luck is, just for more key beans. Oh, it's another iridium luck. And we got extra luck, and we got ladders and shafts. Okay. So, I really do want to get these ancient seeds in the ground, though. Excuse me. So let's make some deluxe fertilizer and get those in the ground. Okay, we're just making it as we go because we're going to need a lot of sap. So I don't want to be making gigantic amounts of this. Speaking of sap, we should be getting our sap every day, but we're not because there's so much other stuff going on. So much stuff going on. Our winter is actually packed already, and it's only winter 2. Okay, fertilizer. Oh no, I hope I didn't just waste one on a pot down there. Alright. Alright, that was half of it. Okay. I'll come back tomorrow and do the rest. But right now, we do have an iridium luck day. We do have extra luck and ladders and shafts. So we are a little bit late to get started, but this really is our big skull cavern day. We should come back with lots of key beans and other things, right? So today we're going to do 1 spicy eel, and then we're going to follow up. Do we bring the return scepter and try to get them planted? I think we do. I think we do bring the return scepter and try to get them planted. This is our magic rock candy run. So I'm going to put the return scepter down there so I don't accidentally use it. And I'm also going to get 1... Oh, I already popped the 1 spicy eel. How long does it last? 7 minutes, and we're at 6 minutes, so that should be plenty. That should be plenty. We'll pop the magic rock candy when that's out. And the 2 should take us through the end of the day. And we're using the ginger ale for extra luck. We should be good to go. We are going to want to come back at a reasonable time so that we can plant the key beans that we find. And if we have time, I'm not sure we will. I'm really worried about these key beans right now. And I know I should be worried about... Oh, I only have 100 bombs. I'm going to have to make bombs on the fly. We'll have to make bombs on the fly today. I generally don't like to do that because it's using up the iron ore, but at this point, I don't know that I really have a need for all the iron ore anymore. I think bombs is a good use of the iron ore. Alright, good. Our key beans are in the top row, so we can keep an eye on those. And again, that's pretty much what we're here for. Not that worried about the iridium of today, because we're probably going to end up leaving early. To make sure we get to plant the key beans. I believe the quest is for 500 of them. Yeah, 500 of them. It's just so much to ask. So we want to get them in the ground immediately if possible. If possible, we want to do it immediately. So that we can get them in the seed makers and expand the field to get to that point. We need to have 500. And it does appear that the Skull Caverns is a very good way to get key beans, so there is that. Once we get them planted and everything, we could just come back here to farm more. I think I'm just going to staircase this if I don't get a ladder right here. Okay. Because my luck should be good enough. My luck should be good enough, and with extra ladders and shafts, to not be having to really search this hard. It is 10:30 a.m. right now. With this run looking for the key beans, I am going to wait for these bombs. Even if it's just stones, I'm going to make sure I see what there is to offer. I'm going to make sure I see what it blows up, what it drops, before I continue to the next level. Because any rock can drop a key bean. So I do want to keep it moving, but I also want to collect everything that I bomb, or at least see what it is. I don't necessarily have to collect all the regular stone that I find, but I need to at least make sure that it didn't drop a key bean before I walk away. I probably should have just staircased that. Probably should have just staircased that. All right. Any key beans out of that? Nope. This serpent's really coming for me. Whoops. Don't really want to be wasting bombs today. We don't have a lot of them. Oh, there's another auto-petter. 3 auto-petters on a farm with no animals. Hey, you know, it is what it is. Alright, we've got 11 key beans already, and it's just afternoon, so 12. So we're doing pretty well, I think. I think we're doing pretty well. We just want to get these, you know, we just want to get them started and then keep multiplying them. They do grow very quickly. I mean, they've got that going for them. So with deluxe speed grow, they should be done in 3 days. And we can just keep multiplying very quickly. We are going to have to definitely spend a couple more days in the Skull Cavern to just physically farm more key beans. We want to start from a pretty good stock. But like, let's say, yeah, we almost have 15. Let's say we start with 30. That doubles to 60 to 120 to 240 to 480. So, I don't know. I don't think 30 is a good enough starting spot. I don't think 30 is a good enough starting spot. Alright, so we're only going to do one magic rock candy. Our spicy eel just ran out. We're just going to do one magic rock candy, and then we'll probably be going home at the end of that to plant. Tell you what, that's a pretty dense spot there. Nothing. Alright, at least we got one prismatic shard anyway. Up there's stairs. I am going to wait for this though. Again, every rock has a chance at dropping a key bean. Another auto petter. Guys, we now have 4 auto petters on a farm with no animals. On a farm with no animals. So our whole house is going to be decorated with auto petters. Alright, 2 key beans from 1 bomb. Not bad, not bad. So many serpents. (3:40 p.m.) So I think kind of the same. Somewhere around 10 p.m. we want to start looking at going home and getting these planted. I only have 30 bombs left, and I would rather, like I said, I would rather buy them than make them. Although at this point I'm not sure that I do need the iron ore for anything in particular. So making them isn't going to be the end of the world, I think. Yet another red cowboy hat. Yet another red cowboy hat. We've gotten a few already. Uh, 20 key beans so far. It's not bad. Not bad. We've got a few hours left in the day here. Whoops. Infested. Just get out of there. Don't even bother with it. Oh, there's already a ladder there, but I'll wait for the bombs I placed. Let's have a look at our inventory situation. We're good for now. We're good for now. We can get full price for our stuff. Okay, there's cherry bombs. If we do run out of regular bombs, which will happen if we keep placing them down on empty floors. Mind your own business, serpent. I'm trying to farm. Alright, no key beans. No signs of key beans here. I'm gonna guess there's a ladder over to the right. I'm gonna guess there's a ladder over here, because I'm getting very unlucky. Yeah, there was. There was a ladder the entire time. Let's actually see these barrels. They might have a good chance at key beans. Yes. More key beans. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Only 6 bombs left. Where even are we? We are on level 91. Alright, and we are almost out of bombs. We did get those cherry bombs we could use. I don't really like cherry bombs. They're so small. There's a rain totem. I don't think we really care about the rain totems. Whoops. Oh, that was not what I wanted to do. I wanted to put a bomb down. Oh well, we've got so many staircases, it's fine. $7 p.m. That's floor 100. Oh, another auto petter. Jeez. Okay, guys. So many auto petters. Alright, let's get our bomb situation squared away there. Yeah, I'm just not a huge fan of cherry bombs. They just have such a small radius. Such a small radius. They need very tightly packed stuff. Alright, we got 27 today so far. We could get more. I don't think we... Oh my gosh. I don't think we do get more. We could get lucky. Inventory full. Okay. We can throw away a little bit of wood. We can sell saplings for less than full value. We can definitely get rid of the cowboy hat. We already have 2 of those. If Chillin' Jr. and I want to, we can dress up together already. The bones I can definitely get rid of. The topaz and aquamarine doesn't really matter if we get full price for, so there we go. Alright, we can keep going for a little bit. Hey, I won't complain about free spicy eel. Alright. I think I do just go ahead and try to bomb everything here. Some powder melon seeds. We don't need powder melon seeds, though. We don't need or really want powder melon seeds. We want to keep the farm empty this winter. We're just trying to focus on the key beans quest. Alright, let's see. What do we have? Iron 138, coal 1. Okay. So we can make let's say 25 bombs. And that'll definitely get us through, because we only need an hour here. No key beans. We don't want to be here that much longer. We want to get back to the farm and plant up these key beans. I'm going to stay here and grab this iridium, though. And if we do have any free time... Oh my gosh, another auto-petter. That's 4 auto-petters in one run, guys. 4 auto-petters in one run. This is what you can do with the perfect magic rock candy, extra luck, iridium luck day, extra ladders and shafts. This is how that can go. Alright, we're very close to done here. Very close to done here. I'm going to go ahead and just bomb this floor and then get out of here. So I'm going to bomb the whole thing. We got a couple more key beans out of it. We got 32 today. So let's plant them up. Grab our deluxe speed grow. Well, I tell you what, we can clean out first. Right? We did not do like a full entire day. I mean, it's only 10:20 p.m. But we did get 32 key beans, and that's what we were there for. Other than that, we got about 150 each of the ores. We did use some of the iron to make more bombs with. But we got 4 auto-petters in one run. That's amazing. It would be nice if we had barns to use them in, right? We did get enough prismatic shards to replace that magic rock candy. That's nice. Okay. We can throw those in there. Those go in there. We're going to just sell these saplings. We don't need those at all. No use for those. And the red slime egg. No use for that. And then we can get back to life as usual, right? Okay. So let's throw the rain totem in this chest. Grab our deluxe speed grow out. We need to hoe up 32 spots. Okay. And 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, right, this area I don't get. Whoops, that was not a good way to hoe that. This is all messed up. Alright. All messed up looking. But you know what? It works. We just need to get these things in the ground. Alright. We just need to get these things in the ground and just keep this quest moving, you know? We are going to need to make some more seed makers, which we should have the materials for. That shouldn't be an issue. We should have the materials for it at this point. Alright, looks good. Looks great. Looks great. So, do we have the time to do the greenhouse right now? I don't know. Let's get the ancient seeds out, get our deluxe fertilizer out, and see what it looks like in here. 21 we can do, which is basically 2 rows. Okay, we'll just do 1 row, and if we have time, we'll do another row. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I have to untill it, sadly, to get rid of the old fertilizer. Okay, so that I can put the new fertilizer down. Yeah, that's all I have time for. Okay, but that's good. That's good. We're making progress. Tomorrow, we need to head back to Ginger Island, because I have a feeling there's going to be ancient fruit waiting for us there. Alright, let's just real quick get our pets by the fire and then go to bed. Alright, that was it. That was all the pets by the fire we were going to get today. So we want to be looking at seed makers. We want to be looking at seed makers. Our first 15 already. So the deluxe speed grow actually makes them done in 2 days. 2 days. So that's actually a big deal, excuse me. We don't have time for people's birthdays right now. Okay, and that's actually not a bad thing. We kind of need to take today off. I don't think these are ready yet. No. We kind of need to take today off and get back to our old routine. We need to do our old routine for a day. Let's make some seed makers. Wood. We need wood. Oh my goodness, we need a lot of wood. Or, since we're going to Ginger Island anyway, we just harvest the key fruit. Hey bud, love you. Love you, Chillin' Junior. We harvest the key fruit. We do want to go ahead and finish planting up these ancient seeds, though, before we do anything else. Okay, and we've got a harvest here. It would have been nice to get another pineapple harvest out of here before I chopped them all out, but I'm not really that worried about it. We'll have pineapples in the basement very soon. Alright, so we want to... Whoops. 11. 1, 2... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, and then we have to untill it all. Okay. And then fertilize. Oh, we need to hoe it back up again. Very tedious, very tedious. Okay, now we can fertilize it. Okay, and then put the ancient seeds down. And we might as well water it while we're here. We're not in a huge rush today. We're probably not going back to the Skull Caverns today. So we can go ahead and do the other things that we've been ignoring this entire time. We'll make some more raisins. I was really hoping to get another pineapple harvest out of Ginger Island, but the timing just didn't work out. I really want to get more pineapples going, but we're going to have to wait for that basement to be ready and hope that we get one more harvest out of the greenhouse before it's done. All right. It's always a little bit disorienting recovering from a skull cavern run. Let's go put these auto petters up. All right. Got our little auto petter army over there. All right, let's go harvest our sap, and then we'll head over to Ginger Island. And then I guess we'll chop down some trees. We could do that. We could chop down trees on Ginger Island. There's nothing against that. All right, we do keep getting our sap during the winter, so that's good news. And I have noticed there are a couple trees here that do not have tappers on them. We want as much sap as possible. I don't really care about this maple syrup. So let's take the tappers off the ones that are harder to reach. I think it was just 2 trees. There was definitely, yeah, there was one there. And then there was one up here. There we go. Okay. Let's head to Ginger Island. Let's head to Ginger Island. We do have maple bars. 7 is, I guess, about enough for an entire year. We'll come back, we'll dig more, we'll put down more fertilizer, we'll plant our key seeds. Whoops. Sorry, I was having a drink of tea here, having a sip of tea. Just kind of wandered off path. We do want to keep harvesting the fish, yeah. We do want to keep harvesting the fish for the fertilizer whenever it comes time. Just in case our sap supply is not enough. Hey, did you sell a fairy rose to the general store the other day? I think I bought it. It was pretty high quality stuff. I'm impressed. All right. Some fish come and go with the seasons. Others only come out at night or in the rain. Yes, we are well aware of how fickle some of the fish can be. All right. Someday, Kent, you'll wear a bathing suit and have some fun. Blows my own humble strand out of the water. Okay. I mean, don't undersell your bit of ocean. I love the weather in Stardew Valley, but seeing a different climate now and then helps put things in perspective. I'm with you on that. When I go pro, I'll vacation on islands all around the world. Okay, keep dreaming, bud. Keep dreaming. It's important. Gus, you gotta just, like, actually relax one of these days. You know? You gotta actually relax one of these days. All right. Looking good, looking good. We've got key beans, we've got key fruit, and we've got... Isn't it weird, though? The bean comes in a pod, and it grows a big melon-type fruit, which then has beans inside of it? That's some crazy stuff, man. That's some crazy stuff. Alright, so this is almost definitely enough ancient seeds to be done with the greenhouse. Not almost, it is definitely enough to be done with the greenhouse. We actually did not, we got a little bit unlucky with the RNG on the key beans. We did not double those. But with the deluxe speed grow, they do grow in 2 days. So we should be able to, at this stage, we have about 60 in the ground. So that's 1 doubling to 120, 2 to 240. 3 to 480. And 4 gets us way over. So that's only 8 days at this point. So we should be good. We should be good. We don't need to go back to the Skull Cavern just to farm key beans now. With the deluxe speed grow, we're good. Alright, so let's get that out. And we have more than enough deluxe speed grow. Let's get that out. We'll water it. We want to make sure this goes as quickly as possible. Right, we're pretty sure we'll be successful with it, but we don't want to risk anything. We want to make sure we get it done efficiently, so that if anything does go wrong, or if anything does come up, then we can handle it. Okay. Oh wow. I don't know why I thought that was going to go further. We just wasted some fertilizer. Oh well, these ones will be done tomorrow. These ones will be done tomorrow, so as long as most of that doesn't untill itself, then we'll be fine. So we should work on the ancient seeds. That's what we should do. We should work on the greenhouse. Alright, so we want to make some more. We want to make some more deluxe fertilizer. Alright, we can make 1, 2, what did we just do? 4 of them? No. We did 10, 11, 12 of them is what we did. We have enough for 65 more. Times 5 is 325. See, so that's not a lot. And it's very much the sap that is holding us back. It would be nice to have the whole farm covered, but I don't think that's going to happen. So we'll just do what we can. We'll just do what we can. Okay. And I am not waiting for these pineapples. I'm not waiting. We need the ancient fruit as soon as possible. This is going to be really cutting it close. I think we're going to be fine. You know, as soon as the Ginger Island farm starts producing the whole way across, it's going to happen pretty quickly at that point. So I think we're going to be fine. It's definitely not, we're not going to be able to plant the whole farm on spring 1. That's very obvious. But all we have to do to complete this in year 3 is plant the whole farm by summer 28. I mean, really fall 1 would still work because we have agriculturist, but I wouldn't want to cut it that close. I think we're going to be okay. I think we're going to make it. We just need to get the whole farm planted by summer 28. And that does seem to be realistic, I think. We're going to be we're filling up the greenhouse right now as we speak. So we are going to be we're going to be hoarding seeds starting now. Okay. We're going to be hoarding seeds starting right now. So we should have plenty of seeds to start at least some of them on spring 1. And at that point, we will be will be what? Spring 1, so we'll have probably a good many hundreds of plants ripe by summer 1, and we'll have the entire Ginger Island farm producing at that point. So I think it's quite reasonable. I think we could do it. It's probably going to take us until the end of summer, but I think we can get it during year 3. And if we get this key beans, the key crop, done, then that gets us a long way towards those pressure nozzles. That's, what did we say? It's 100, so that's 5, so that's 20 pressure nozzles. That's a lot. That's a lot. All right, so there's our first 25 stockpiled ancient seeds. That's our first 25 stockpiled ancient seeds. It is winter 3. We have the rest of the winter. Every last ancient fruit for the rest of the winter is getting made into seeds and stockpiled. So we are going to have many hundreds of ancient seed ready to plant on spring 1. And we should very quickly, through spring and summer, be filling up the field. We're not going to have a lot of income from now until then. I'm not going to be planting the rest of the farm with anything else, I don't think. We might. But the point being, I'm going to have to keep chopping out those plants. I'd rather not do that. I'd rather just till the soil and plant the seeds as it comes. So I think we just kind of have to deal with the money we currently already have. And that's really that. I'm just going to do some chopping. We don't have any wood. I would like to make some more seed makers. And getting a little bit of sap here and there can't hurt. I'd like to have some seed makers for at the home farm. There's another key bean. I forgot you can get them by chopping trees. But we do want to make a few seed makers. We're going to be putting hundreds of fruit in the seed makers. So that Ginger Island Farm seed maker farm, I think it's around 30 seed makers is what it takes to be able to just continually walk back and forth putting seed in, putting fruit in without any delays. About 30 seed makers, I think. So that the ones that you did at the start are done by the time you put them in the last one. That's what we want. We just want a little assembly line of seed makers. We don't actually need to be making any more iridium sprinklers. We already have the iridium sprinklers the whole way across the farm, so now we just need to be putting pressure nozzles onto those. We can absolutely cut out some stuff from Ginger Island and put the sprinklers in to replace quality sprinklers, but at this moment in time, I do not want to be chopping out even a single ancient fruit. So I'm not redoing that at the moment. I want to be harvesting every single ancient fruit I can, so I don't want to be chopping down an ancient fruit plant that's already grown just to put a sprinkler there. So right now, Ginger Island is what it is. Alright, I'll just cut down a couple more trees. What do we have right now? 779 wood. That should get us quite a few seed makers. And we want them at the home farm so that we don't have to continue to go back to Ginger Island just to make seeds. All right. We've got 11 key beans. We're going to plant those right now. Don't want to wait. So that was good. That chopping wood was very good. Very productive. And now we can make how many seed makers? Let's just go with 30. I think that's more than enough. And we'll come up here, I guess, to the attic and just put them around the border. Perfect. Look at that. So then we can just go run around putting fruit in and just keep running around there constantly with our ancient fruit. All right, let's get our pets by the fire. Look at all these auto petters. Look at all these auto petters. All 4 of those came from one run, one Skull Cavern run. All right. So let's head to bed. Let's head to bed. 400 gold for a couple mangoes. Hey, it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. All right, I'm going to take this opportunity to go to the bathroom real quick. So I will be right back. All right. What are we doing? Head over to Ginger Island. Let's get our sap for the day for sure. We want to be getting the sap every day right now. That's going to be kind of our main concern at the moment, other than harvesting ancient fruit. We want to be harvesting ancient fruit at every opportunity. Alright, looks like the pineapples are about 1 day away. Looks like the pineapples are about 1 day away. That's great news. Okay. Wow, we're down to 100 coal already. I think we bought 500 coal from Clint. So we're probably going to need to buy more. Probably going to need to buy more coal. Good morning, bud. Love you. Thankfully, we do have this fish pond continuing to produce. Slowly but surely. Just to kind of top us off. Alright. Harvest these. I mean, we might as well make the seeds here. We've got this. We just made our little seed attic. Okay, that was not 30, was not quite enough to have it be perfect, but it was very close. Oh, and we even got an ancient seed when we didn't want one. Okay, so that was almost exactly, I think we had 30. Maybe we had 32. So that was almost exactly the right amount to double it. See if we can do this without having to hoe up more ground. No, not quite. Very close, very close. What do we have? We only have 5 more. What am I doing? I need the fertilizer. Deluxe Speed Grow fertilizer. Okay. Hey, every ancient seed counts, right? We're up to 26 stored ancient seeds. And the deluxe speed grow on the key fruit is going very well. That is going very well. I don't think I have to worry about the key fruit at this point. Let's go get our sap for the day. Now that we have every tree with a tapper on it, I think. Yeah, I think that's every tree has a tapper on it now. And that's 228. So just a little bit more, you know? Just a little bit more. Every little bit counts. Alright, so to Ginger Island we go. Went shopping last night and picked up a fairy rose on sale for only 290 gold. Ugh, it was nasty. No wonder Pierre was selling that garbage for so cheap. So stop buying the cheap garbage. It's awful cold. A visit to the saloon should warm me up, don't you think? Haha, yeah. Why don't you swing by the saloon later for a taste of the Oh Be Joyful? Okay. I mean, I wish it would make you joyful, but I've talked to you while you're drinking. And I don't feel like it has that effect. Alright, everybody's headed to Ginger Island here. Remember that fairy rose you sold me the other day? I ended up serving it to the family for a special dinner. My wife loved it, and Abby even started going to town on it after I smothered the thing in hoisin sauce. I do also have a love for hoisin sauce myself. I'm going to surprise Carolyn tonight with dinner and a bottle of Stardew Red. Don't tell anyone. Well, isn't that sweet? Emily tried to serve me a fairy rose for dinner last night. I threw it away when she wasn't looking. I don't like health food. I'm going to start writing a list of all the clothes I need for next spring. Oh, Haley. Boy, look at all these artifact spots. Maybe we should actually check these. Key beans. All right. We haven't really been using the recyclers much. Wasn't really part of the challenge. I did make a couple. We did use them. I wasn't complaining about the free refined quartz. That's for sure. but I don't have much of a use for anything else. Alright, we do have, a good many ancient fruit. Look at that. And also here, I probably should at some point, when the whole island is full, I should wait to consolidate the fruit into one harvest day. Okay, this is 32 seed makers, and that's what gets us to this point. I probably should consolidate them into one harvest date so that I'm not having to come back every single morning. But at the same time, that reduces the total number of seeds I'm going to have by spring. It just makes it more efficient for me to harvest the whole field at once. So I'm not sure. We just got 121 ancient seeds. And that was just a small fraction of this field. So, you know what? I think we're going to be just fine. Let's squirrel these away. And plant these other key beans. What all do I have in my inventory? A little bit of forage. A little bit of seeds and stuff. A bunch of fish. Alright, and we want just 5 deluxe speed grow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why not, right? Why not there? Alright, looking good, looking good. These will be all ripe tomorrow. I can make more seed there. And we can go chop some more wood, I guess. We don't need more Junimo huts, so we're done with the fiber farming. We don't actually need more sprinklers, so we're done with all those materials. We don't... We need more pots, more garden pots. That's what we're really looking at, isn't it? We need more garden pots. So that's what we do right now. Throw some quartz in here. And we should probably fix the grapes in the greenhouse. Now that the whole greenhouse is done, should probably fix that. Where's my... Do I not have any extra deluxe retaining soil? Hey, Cinderella. How's it going this morning? I need to make some more deluxe retaining soil. Okay, so we do need to still farm some fiber. Actually, we need to farm a lot of fiber for the deluxe retaining soil. Oh, it's good. It's a little chilly here, but it seems to be warming up. It was bitterly cold over the weekend, so anything close to freezing feels good right now, you know? Oh, I also need to get or make more grape starters. Okay. I was replanting the greenhouse here with my ancient fruit, and I had quite a few mishaps where I accidentally chopped out some of the grape pots. So I have to fix my mess here. Little chilly has a completely different definition to someone in the southern U.S. Yeah. over the weekend it was, negative 20 wind chill, 0 degrees Fahrenheit outside with 20 to 50 mile an hour winds. That was super duper cold. That was not a little chilly. This is a little chilly today. It was, 15 degrees this morning. It's going to get up to freezing. The sun is out. It's a beautiful day. Anything close to 32 degrees during the winter is a beautiful day. So do we have any more grape starter here? Does not look like it. So I need to take my grapes in and put them through the seed makers. I've got my seed maker attic up here. And I'm currently working on making all the garden pots to fill up the house with pineapples. I have enough. I really already have enough grapes. Let me check the furnaces for that quartz I put in. I've got my little auto petter army over here by the fire so that I can get my massages by the fire before I go to bed every night. So many auto petters on a farm that has no animals is absolutely nuts. Oh, we have 212 refined quartz already. Okay. So I probably don't need to be making more. I don't know. For now, let's just make clay, stone, and quartz. There's nothing else I need any of those ingredients for, I think. I think I just used up all of my clay. I may be actually wrong about that. Hold on while I make an absolute mess of things. No, I did need the clay for the deluxe retaining soil. Okay, so I'm going to have to start farming clay again. Alright. So I'll have to start farming clay again until all of the current pots that I have are full of deluxe retaining soil. I've got a lot going on here. The winter is supposed to be a nice quiet time where you just tidy things up, but it is pretty hectic here. I'm trying to make the final push to be able to have this challenge finish in the 3rd year. And so I'm really, really trying to have everything all set up to get enough seeds made and enough things planted to plant our 4,000 ancient fruit during this coming spring. The grapes are for the raisins for the Junimo huts. And I have more than enough now, actually. So now all of these pots are going to end up with pineapples in them. For profit and for food to carry around with me. Oh, well, that kind of sucks. Okay, well then I might as well do something different with that. If I can't have a whole nother row, then I might as well just make it strange, right? And this deluxe retaining soil, once it's there, whoops. Once it's there, it's always there. Strange is what keeps things interesting. Right, the variety is the spice of life. If it's all looking exactly the same, then it's kind of boring. I do have a pretty strange little pattern going here, though. The inside of the house, I'm not that worried about being super duper efficient. We just want a bunch of pineapples. Our basement is full. Oh, and they're ripe. Our basement is full of grapes. And pineapples. This makes all of the sense in the world. There's no need to question it. So again, the grapes are just for raisins. That's really their only purpose. The Junimo huts, if you put raisins in them, they just work better. The Junimos work faster, they work harder, and they also have a chance of harvesting double from any given space. They have a 20% chance of harvesting 2 fruits from one space if they're fed with raisins. So that is why the raisins are so important, because if we're going to have approximately what, 4,000 ancient fruit, harvesting 20% extra is a big deal. Alright, we only have 6 of these left. So one nice thing... Oh, I don't... Okay, let me make just a few pineapple seeds and put them there. One nice thing about having the iridium sprinkler, or not the iridium sprinkler, the iridium scythe, is you can, once you've planted stuff in these pots, you can actually put pots in front of them, because I can harvest those pots from here. So I can go ahead and block those off, and that's fine. So actually I can put a whole second row there after I get it all planted. Alright, where else can we put more garden pots? More garden pots. Here we go. But I need to put the fertilizer in before I can plant anything in them, because you can only fertilize at the moment of planting. After you've already planted it, then you can't put fertilizer on it anymore. Alright, I'm starting to run out of space for garden pots. This is turning into a maze. This is turning into a maze. And funnily enough, I put this here, this mushroom log, just to see. And in fact, you can get mushrooms off of a mushroom log that is inside your house. I found that a little strange. But it was worth finding out. It was worth doing just to see. Alright. Midnight, let's get our pets by the fire, have a sip of tea. And get our butt to bed. What's going on in the world? Nothing. Nothing for a couple days. We've got Carolyn's birthday on Sunday. We've got the birds chirping in the background. Alright, our legend pond just slowly and steadily bringing in income for this entire run. That has been a real boon. Just producing income in the background the whole time. See, there's a mushroom on that mushroom log. Inside the house. I don't think I actually need all this quartz anymore. The house is pretty much full of garden pots. So I don't think I need to keep doing that. I might swap those out for diamonds, because the triple shot espresso is really what we run out of first. And we can always sell some diamonds for profit if we want to. I believe these bottom 2 or bottom 3 are diamonds. Yes. We can always sell a few for profit if we want to. We have more pineapple seeds, but we're going to need to make more. We need to get more clay, and we need to get more fiber to make that fertilizer. Oh, and we have way too many grape starters, which is fine. Oh, grapes as well. Alright, so right now I'm working on the key crop quest, which is it's a 1-month quest. You have to find key beans throughout the world, plant them, and eventually ship 500 key fruit within 1 month. So that's what I'm currently working on. So I've just been planting them and then harvesting them, sticking them straight in the... Good morning. Sticking them straight in the seed makers. Love you, bud. Oh, what do we got here? Creating an enchanted staff of phenomenal power. However, I'm missing something in iridium bar. I'm willing to pay 5 times the market value for it. Bring it as soon as you can. Sure thing. I have tons of those. Okay, let's grab an iridium bar. And go make our key seeds for the day. So we just need to keep multiplying these key seeds. I went and did a skull cavern run. I did 2 skull cavern runs to collect my initial crop of key beans. And now I'm just multiplying them. I think I have plenty of time to get it done. With the deluxe speed grow, they only take 2 days to grow. So I think we'll be done in short order with this. Just realized I forgot to check the TV this morning. Alright, so let's get our deluxe speed grow out. We'll plant up what we already have spots for, and then we'll dig and plant some more. Did I get everything? Alright, we've got 43 left. So let's go. I'm going to water it immediately to make sure that they grow the first day. I want them to be 2 days. I want this to happen quickly because the key gems that we get from completing this quest will get us 20 more of these pressure nozzles to increase the radius of these iridium sprinklers. It really helps out. And every sprinkler we get off the field is another ancient fruit that we get in the field. Oh, what a mess I've made. What a mess I've made. I thought I was going to fill that whole thing. All right. Moving along, moving along. So I'll just take a little walk here. The whole farm is completely full of sprinklers. We have our giant crops, which are still holding on. Our cauliflower, our melon, and our pumpkin. And the entire farm is ready to plant as soon as spring 1 comes along. It would just be nice to get the pressure nozzles on those sprinklers. Okay, we don't have another quest for him yet. Just be nice to get the pressure nozzles on those sprinklers. A retro catalog. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Wait, is that just generic juice? It's just juice. How do you end up with giant crops? So you have to have iridium sprinklers first. If you either have to have iridium sprinklers or you have to water by hand. Because every space where there's a 3x3 space that's all full of either cauliflower, melon, or pumpkin, or key crops, actually. These ones could also turn into giant crops. If there's a 3x3 chance, then there's like a, 5 or 10% chance each night that it's ripe that it will transform into a giant crop. So if you want them, then you have to make yourself a little section of at least 3x3, let them get ripe, and then just leave them there and don't harvest them. And at some point, it will turn into a giant crop. You know, you have better chances if you have a whole field of them with iridium sprinklers, like I did, for one of them to transform. Ah, precious iridium, you've done well, Chill. You have my gratitude. Now leave. Well, that was unpleasant. I believe the townsfolk are afraid of me. I wonder why. It's unfortunate, but I suppose it's human to be afraid of the unknown. I mean, I don't think you're necessarily the unknown. I think maybe you're just a jerk. You haven't played Stardew Valley yet. Okay. Here's 2 million gold well spent right here. Yeah, he's a bit off-putting, you know. He's not exactly a social character. Let's put our retro catalog in here. And towards the end of the winter, we might have time to decorate the house a bit. All right, so let's get our sap for the day and then head over to Ginger Island. Let's get our speed boost here. Set up a little sap farm in the quarry here. It's not fantastic, it's not huge, but it is better than nothing. We want the sap for the fertilizer. We need lots, so much sap. I'm never going to have enough sap to actually make all the fertilizer that I want to make. But it's not required. It's just it would be a nice boost to the profitability of the field. And I'm honestly not sure that I need to keep doing this, but every Friday he sells one sprinkler. And I've gotten into the habit of getting it, because throughout the game, that is such a good deal to get one sprinkler from him every Friday. Gonna grab our fish for the fertilizer. I have to brush my hair daily or else it'll clump up into knots. Yep, that's part and parcel of having long hair. Especially when you live by the beach. Especially when you live on the beach. Alright, so let's just see what's up over here. We've got some fruit ready. We'll just change that into seed immediately and stockpile it for spring. We've been working this whole Ginger Island farm is entirely ancient fruit at this point. So we're just, every time some of it comes ripe, we immediately make it into seed. Yeah, it is a big plot of land. I mean, it's not nearly as big as the actual farm, but it's still a significant plot. And it is always summertime here, so you can actually grow any crop from any season on Ginger Island at any time. That's one of the really nice things about it. It will never be winter here, so these fruits will be alive forever. They will never die for any reason. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Sorry, I'm pet sitting a dog at the moment, so every once in a while I've got to give him some attention. All right. And I'm just going to throw this sprinkler in this chest. That would be nice in the other game, having a... Yeah, that was kind of what I thought your mermaid farm was. You know, kind of an analog to that, where you would have a farm that's just always producing, regardless of the season. I will definitely be getting Coral Island eventually. I love watching you guys play that. I mean, besides your personality and streaming, it looks like a cool game. You know, I enjoy the entertainment of your streaming, but I also enjoy what the game looks like it's fun. The mermaid farm doesn't seem to change seasons. The land one does, except in the greenhouse. Right. Right. The greenhouse also here is oh no, no worries. I wouldn't be watching it if I wasn't enjoying it. So here we've already transferred. We got enough seeds from Ginger Island Farm to fill up the greenhouse with ancient fruit now. So now we're just in that mode where every bit of the ancient fruit gets immediately turned into seed and just stockpiled for spring. We already have 181, but we need about 3,500 more. We need about 3,500 more seeds to plant this whole farm. So the farm is huge. That was why we went with the standard farm for this challenge, because it is just one gigantic rectangle of tillable space. And it's been a lot of work. All right, now what else should I do today? What else should I do today? Kind of did everything I needed to do. Maybe we should go farm some fiber. That's what we should do. I should have done the dig site at Ginger Island while I was there, but I did not. I'm in the middle of transitioning from one resource farming method to another. Up there's another key bean. I've been through a couple different kind of farming regimens, and now I'm really just, I think, focusing on fiber and clay to make that retaining soil for the garden pots inside the house. I'm actually at this weird point where I've spent the whole game farming materials to make more sprinklers, and I'm done. I'm done with sprinklers. Things are starting to wrap up. Now I'm just trying to finish it out, trying to get the ancient fruit all propagated to make sure I can finish this in year 3. There's so much more to this game in Palia than there is to Coral Island. I don't think so. I've been watching you guys play Coral Island, and I feel like it's kind of the same complexity. Maybe just in slightly different ways. I was watching them all play Palia a little bit last night before I got on your stream, and I will say that looked like a lot. That looked like a lot. I might try that out just to see. Stardew Valley is definitely deceptively complicated. You know, it looks like it should be a fairly simple game, but it is very deep, actually. That surprised me when I picked it up. But watching you guys play Coral Island, I feel like it's a similar depth. I don't know. I guess I'll have to wait and judge it for myself. Plan to get into Palia after we get the PC built. I see. So what's he playing it on? Does he have his own PC that he's playing it on? It's 9 o'clock p.m. I'll just grab this little bit, place on his PC. Okay, yeah. Sorry, the birds are getting a bit active at the moment. It's their time. It's that time of the morning where it's getting really light in here and they're really waking up. The sun's reflecting on the snow and it's very bright in their room. Alright. 2 key beans we got. Oh, I didn't need more fertilizer. I already have this mess down here. Sounds so peaceful where you are. Yeah, that's my budgies in the background. I'm out in the Appalachian Mountains. Right in the middle of the range, basically at the halfway point between the southern and the northern range of the Appalachian Trail. So we're in the mountains, we're in the woods. It is beautiful, but it's a bit harsh. Literal opposite of my chaotic streams. Oh, you meant about my stream. I thought you were talking about the snow, etc. The birds can get a bit loud. They can get a bit loud. But I'm chill gardening for a reason, right? This is me. I'm just chilling. We're just chilling. There's nothing going on here that's going to get too stressful. I love how you guys all play Coral Island different though. Listening to you, like last night, the manatee, that was really getting me laughing last night, that manatee. I don't know that I would say storybook. I don't know that I would say storybook, but it's a peaceful place. You can take a walk in the woods and, hear lots of birds. I'm watching a bunch of birds right now outside the door. I sprinkle some sunflower seeds on the snow so that they have something to peck at. So we've got tufted titmice, we've got dark-eyed juncos, there's song sparrows, house finches, purple finches, cardinals, blue jays. There's all kinds of birds out there. I think my current list, where is my list? I don't know where I put my list. I think my current list of birds is somewhere around 80 different species of birds we have here on our farm that I've personally witnessed myself just on our property. All right, Snow White, that's cool. Sounds heavenly, actually. Surrounded by concrete and sirens. Aw. I couldn't make it there. I've been in cities myself. I've been to a lot of the largest cities, and I wouldn't make it. Too much noise, too many people in small spaces. I'm not necessarily antisocial, but I can't do constant people interaction. I need my me time out in nature to just feel human. All right. Let's keep this train rolling. Good morning, bud. Love you. Love you, Chillin' Junior. See, that's one thing. Your Coral Island dogs. Please refrain sending long messages. Can I? Oh my gosh. Can I allow it? Okay, I'm sorry about that. I just turned on this Streamlabs thing, and I haven't nailed down the settings on it yet. I don't actually know what the length of message that you have to stop at is. I just turned it on yesterday, and I don't even know how it works yet. So if you could break that one up into smaller sentences so that it'll get through that. I don't really think I can mess with it while I'm streaming. You're a yapper. That's alright. I just set this up, this Streamlabs chatbot thing, and I'm not great with this kind of stuff. I'm really not. My son was here yesterday, and we tried doing all kinds of stuff to improve my setup, and I mean, we just failed at we failed at everything. We had to put everything back to the way it was. So I'm trying to learn all this stuff one thing at a time. I'll get there. Alright, we've got 132 key beans. Looking at moving north. Slower pace, more space, more chill. Yeah. Did you say you guys are in Florida? My parents just moved out of Florida actually last year. They were kind of snowbirds for a while. They bought a house down there near the villages. Not in the villages, but near the villages. And they just couldn't do it. You know, they loved not having winter anymore, being old. You know, they loved not having winter anymore, but they couldn't take the weather and just the whole environment. It was too hot and humid for them. And the hurricanes really did, I would say, put the fear of God in them, you know. Their whole neighborhood started getting their home insurance canceled. So they decided to sell and move back up here before their house was no longer insurable. Yeah, they thought, you know, they had been doing the snowbird thing for years, where they'd go down during the winter and have a wonderful time for 3 months and skip our winter here. And, but then the first time they tried to stay there for the rest of the year, it was almost immediate dislike. Like, they immediately realized that they had messed up. Don't know why anyone moves here anymore. I mean, there's got to be a certain, you know, different strokes for different folks, right? There's got to be people that like that. I can tell you I'm definitely not one of them. But there's got to be people who do. How much do we have left? 58. Got to be close with that. It gets hotter every year. The insurance for both home and car are crazy high. That's everywhere, though. Like, that's not just a Florida thing. I can tell you that with absolute certainty. That is an everywhere thing. The getting hotter every year, too. Here, the constant traffic fight is ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah. And, I mean, I know this is not... I'm kind of looking a gift horse in the mouth here, I guess. But our traffic is getting ridiculous, too. We have a town nearby that used to be just a small town with 2 traffic lights. You know, there was a Walmart a good 30 miles away or so. And so we were pretty quiet here. But it has been rapidly growing. I mean, so rapidly. They've had to do, just over the past 10 to 20 years, they've had to do multiple bypasses and highway projects, and the contractors are just buying up farms left and right and putting townhouses and apartment buildings. You know, they do some single-family home subdevelopments, but most of them are just townhouses and apartment buildings, you know? So I'm watching these farms that I grew up with, you know, 300-acre, 500-acre farms be sold off to be townhouses and apartment buildings. and warehouses. Warehouses as well. We're nearby some interstate highways. When I say nearby, again, like 20 or 30 minutes away. So they've just been building warehouses left and right. Because it's very low labor costs here, you know. People around here are still pretty used to making minimum wage. So they're putting a lot of warehouses in, huge warehouses. And eventually these things are going to be on my doorstep. For now, they're at least a few miles away. The closest subdevelopment they're doing right now is about 6 or 7 miles away still. So I'm not there yet. But I'm not going to deal so well when it's right next door. I'm so used to my peace and quiet. I'm very spoiled. I know that. I know I am. I know I'm spoiled. But honestly, like if it does come next door, I guess I see what these other farms are thinking. They're probably thinking the same thing I'm thinking. You know, if that subdevelopment ends up on my property border, then I'm going to sell my farm and move elsewhere. And so it's just a domino. It's just going to keep going one to the next. All right, let's head on over to Ginger Island. I mean, it's just the way of the world, I guess. This, you know, late stage capitalism such. All right, we want to... I'll get the sap later. I'll get my sap later. It's just the way of the world. It's crazy, though, because these people are buying these houses. You know, like I remember 20 years ago, the whole farm was, you know, $100,000, $200,000 for a 40 or 50 acre farm, $300,000 for a 100-acre farm. You know, just 20 years ago or so. And now I see the signs driving past these subdevelopments. They buy a 100-acre farm. They put 200 houses on it. And each house is selling for $400,000 to $500,000. It's absolutely insane. And I've watched them build them. I mean, a long time ago when I was doing construction myself and working for the lumberyard, we were delivering the materials to build these houses. They're built like crap. They might look like luxury homes, but they are not luxury homes. They're large. But the cabinets in them are going to need replaced in 10 years. The drywall's not going to last. The flooring's not going to last. These people are paying $400,000 or $500,000 for just a very large, bad house. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it just keeps going. It just keeps going. So yeah, it is. It's nice and peaceful here for now. For now. Postage stamp properties, yeah. Yeah, and that's what, you know, these ones close by are at least single family homes. But closer to that town, it's just townhouses and apartment buildings. And it's just so sardines, you know, it's Kansas sardines in there. All right. I guess if I need to fill out time, I just go and farm fiber, right? I think I'm going to get the keys crop done. I think I have enough. It's already multiplied to a large enough plot that I think I'm going to get that done. Basically, I'm just going to keep multiplying it until it's fully 500 and then just sell them all. And for the farming, I just keep resetting. I just make sure there's a floor that has what I want on it, and then just keep resetting. Gotta do some work. Thanks for the chat. Have a great stream. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chilling. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Have a great day. Just gonna keep farming this fiber here so that we can continue to fertilize our pots. That's what we're going for right now. Everything else is just waiting for plants to grow. And I'll head back pretty early to make sure we get these seeds planted. At some point we might want to do some of these combat quests, some of the Monster Slayer hero stuff. I don't know that we will, but I can dream, right? I can dream. At this point, I don't know that I really do need the gold anymore, I'm gonna be honest. I think we're kind of past our resource crunch on just about every last thing that's available. We need the fiber, and I need to remember, I keep forgetting, I need to remember to do the dig site to get clay. I tell you what, there's still plenty of time left in the day. Let's go do that. Let's go do that. Without clay, we can't make that fertilizer anyway. So let's go do that. We'll plant our 2 key seeds here. And grab some bombs, right? Grab some bombs and just bomb the dig site. Now that we've got most of the work done of renovating the farm, the rest of the winter is going to be a lot of just kind of piddling around, you know? Doing whatever we feel like, just kind of chilling. We're at that point where we have most of our work done. We've done all of this prep work, we've done all of this planning, we've done all of this grinding. Oh my goodness, we've done all of this grinding. And now we can kind of start to sit back and relax a little bit and just wait for this thing to finish itself out. I'm not sure why I came here. I should have just taken the Parrot Express straight to the dig site. Should have just taken the Parrot Express straight to the dig site. But yeah, so we're very close. We're very close. Okay, well that's nice to know. It does look like the bombs harvest the weeds instead of just destroying them. I'm not 100% sure about that. Alright, how much clay did we get? 23. Not bad, not bad. I think it's only one clay per fertilizer, so that gets us a good ways. That gets us a good ways. I have all those already. Yeah, we already did all those. So nothing new there. And we got a little bit of stuff here. Little bit of stuff. I mean, I guess I could stack those up. I just don't see myself doing it. Actually, we might want to do that. We might want to do that. I'm going to throw my trash in the bin, because screw Lewis. We might want to do that, though. We might want to make some bone mills and see what fertilizers we can get out of it. How do we make bone? Oh, it takes clay. Okay. Right? Okay. Let's make some bone mills. We'll just see what kind of fertilizer we can get out of it, right? Whoops, where'd it go? Alright. I can't put anything in the spouse area, but I can start there. Okay, how many do I have left? 2? Can I block off the spouse area? I can. Alright. I mean, you know, if we get some stuff that works for us, then it was worth it. I think if we get something that works for us, then it was worth doing. All right. Let's have a check. Let's have a check on our grapes in here. Yes, they are in fact ready. And keep in mind, we can start selling grapes anytime. We've stockpiled a good many raisins, so we can start selling grapes if we need a little bit of money. Come on. All right. I might as well start saving mangoes. Why not? Why not? But yeah, we can go ahead and whatever grapes we have left over, I think we just start selling them. We're not going to have many sources of income until these pineapples can start producing. We're not really going to have any sources of income other than this pond until the indoor pineapples start producing. So let's just sell this whole stack of grapes. It's only 20,000, but you know what? That's 20,000. Love you, bud. Let's get our pets by the fire. Have a cup of tea. Have a sip of tea here. And put ourselves to bed. Carolyn's birthday is tomorrow. I think we can do something for her. Uh-oh. An explosion was heard in the night. That's actually not what I wanted to see. It's not bad, but I hope it didn't destroy anything. Crops ready 76. So this is all we're doing. We're just going to keep planting these guys, making more seeds out of them until that crops ready reads out 500. Once that crops ready reads out 500, then we're done with that. Oh, there's our pineapple, finally. Finally. That's really good news. That means that we now have income again. That means that we now have, we're going to increase our health food stack again a little bit at a time. That's a big deal. You know, it's not a lot right now, but each time we do it, we get a little more and a little more. That's the power of compounding, right? Each time we do it, it gets a little more and a little more. Oh, I forgot. I already had some pineapple seeds. out in the farming chest. I wonder what happens if you plant mixed seeds in a pot inside. Does it pick from the season that you're in? That's an interesting thought. I don't think I care enough to do the research myself. But it's an interesting thought. Alright, I'm pretty sure I did have more pineapple seeds out here. Oh, let me make our raisins. Alright, and then we'll get to see if those bone mills made anything useful to us. See, we've got plenty of raisins. I think we ended up with 13 Junimo huts. So that's plenty. Alright, did it make anything useful to us? Some deluxe speed grow and some tree fertilizers. I can sell the other stuff. I'll keep the quality fertilizer, actually. I might be using that. So yeah, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. I would say that's worth doing. I would say that is worth doing. We're going to have to clear out some space here. I can throw away the wood path. I definitely don't need the driftwood. I'll keep the taro tubers just in case. Why not, right? But I definitely don't need the sunflower seeds. I don't need the cauliflower seeds anymore. I don't need the fairy rose seeds anymore. This is actually a lot of gold sitting here. Don't need the melon seeds anymore. I do need those pineapple seeds. So I do. I don't need the powder melon or the summer squash seeds, but I can't get those any other way, right? Can't get those any other way. And I also don't need the winter seeds anymore. Okay. Lots of stuff I don't need anymore, huh? I've got one lone scarecrow just sitting here. Alright, that looks good. That looks good. We can throw all that in the bin. The Festival of Ice, I don't really think I care. We want to save our pineapple seeds. Everything else can go. Just make sure that's winter seeds and not ancient fruit. The blue is almost identical. Up, and there's our giant key crop. There's our giant key fruit. I do think I'm going to chop it though, but we'll see. I'll try to get this done without chopping it. Yeah, we've got our 181. Please refrain from sending long messages. Oh my gosh. Streamlabs. I just set this thing up yesterday. And it's preventing people. Preventing people from talking to me. I just set it up. And I apparently did something wrong. Because if your message is more than like 2 sentences, it's going to block you. Alright, let's get ourselves some more pineapple seeds here. I'm so sorry about that. Alright. Hey again. Yeah, no, I'm working on it. There's just so much stuff, so much to learn. I was trying to set that up, and obviously I didn't do a very good job. But I tried. I'll do better tomorrow. Alright, I can't make any deluxe retaining soil yet. So just saying hi again. Okay, I don't know if she can hear me. So I'm just gonna send a message in chat there. Okay, there we go. All right, now let's do our key crop stuff. And then we'll head over to Ginger Island and do our stuff over there. And we'll just see how today goes. Birds are saying hi. Good morning, bud. Love you. Oh man, it landed right here. It landed right in the middle of my crop field. Oh. Well, goodbye, meteor. I can't have you there. You're no good for me. Ugh. You're no good for me, meteor. I need you gone. Alright? Let me just put down my fertilizer to make sure I don't forget on that. Thankfully, the deluxe speed grow on the key fruit makes it grow in 2 days flat. So that's a big deal. Alright. We're just going to sit here and we're going to make these seeds until I'm out of key fruit. Because we're trying to get up to 500. We just want 500 key fruit. Oh, we got one more ancient seed. I won't complain. Every one counts. Each and every one counts. Alright, what have we got? We're up to a little over 150, looks like. 154. Okay. It's already afternoon here, so I gotta get a move on. Alright, I'm going to try to get this quest done without chopping that giant key crop. If I get a second one, I will absolutely chop it. Oh, it looks like they are eating the raisins during the winter. That's an interesting thing. I wonder why. They just eat 1 bag of raisins a week no matter what season of the year it is. Okay, we have 74 key seeds left, which is a decent little field. I'm going to chop around the scarecrow just because I don't want to chop it up. Oops. Okay. And that's going to be very close. That's going to be very close to enough to get all of that planted. So we'll water it all up, we'll fertilize it all up, and we will get our key beans in the ground. The snow is making it hard to see whether I fertilized or not. Okay, 30 left. That looks fairly close. I'm going to need a little bit more, I think, to hoe up a little bit more ground. It's very close, though. Alright, fertilizer. They grow very fast with deluxe speed grow. 2 days flat. So we'll keep that fertilizer in. Oh, just one away. Just one away from being perfect. Pretty close. Okay. One more ancient fruit seed. Alright, now let's head off to Ginger Island. We'll go get our sap, and then we'll head to Ginger Island. Just like with everything else, every little bit counts with this sap. Now, why isn't that one growing? It has fertilizer on it. At least I think it has fertilizer on it. I don't know. I don't know if it does or not. Gonna be honest. I thought I put fertilizer on all of them. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. Alright, let's collect our fish. Head on over and try to make some more ancient seeds if we can. If we can, fingers crossed there's some there. Everybody's... he's losing out on a lot of money to come here. Let me just have a chat right before you go in there. Willie says we have to stay on the beach, but I brought my sword and everything. I mean, I really like Abigail as a character. I bet there's some cool stuff deeper on the island. Willie said we have to stay here. There's some kind of liability issues or something. Okay. Okay, Willie's keeping everyone safe. Good on Willie. Alright, look at that. Lots and lots of ancient fruit. Here we go. This is where we can really start to stockpile our seeds for the spring. We're getting there. It's all coming together. It's nice when a plan comes together, isn't it? All right. Gotta kind of slow it down to harvest and then place. Alright. Looks like a little bit more than one more pass here. We're gonna have to do a little bit more. Alright, looks like we did pretty well. I'm gonna wait to look until I've harvested all of it. But I think we did pretty well. They're all done. Alright, what did we get? What did we get? 194. Not bad. Not bad. It is Sunday the 7th of winter. So, we're going to get more and more. We're going to get more each time. But, you know, we're only 10% of the way there right now. But because we're accelerating, honestly, I think we might have over half on Spring 1. I think over the next 3 weeks we might get 1,500 seeds. So we'll see. We'll see. I think it's going to be very close. All right. So, I mean, what do we need to make right now? We have all of our seed makers. We have all of our sprinklers. We have more pots than we can fertilize at the moment. I need to start doing the dig site on Ginger Island. I keep forgetting to do the dig site for the clay. Because we have more pots than we can fertilize right now. We need to be working on the fertilizer. Alright, I can be sticking the bones in here. I mean, I might as well just do all these individuals, get those out of my inventory, get those out of the chest. Whoops, I went the wrong way. All right. Yeah, I mean, if it gives us any useful fertilizer, then it's worth doing, right? Let's have a look in here. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've looked in the farm cave. For a Joja run, I would say it hasn't really been that useful. I really like the fruit bats and just the farm cave in general for the community center, for the help that it gives to completing the community center. But for a Joja run, I've got to be honest, that farm cave hasn't really done much of anything for us. It did give us, I'll say, it gave us oranges, which allowed us to give Gus his favorite gift. That is about all that farm cave has done for us. All right. So this is a day we're actually going to get to bed on time here. Unless, of course, we want to head to the desert. We don't have a ton of jade, but we do have diamonds. Oh, actually, speaking of which, I want to put these diamonds in here. We want more diamonds. We do have diamonds, we do have rubies, and we have some jade. I mean, we might as well go. We want to go on Thursdays to get that magic rock candy. And look at all the mystery boxes, golden mystery boxes. That's one thing we definitely want to be doing. What? Is getting that raccoon quest all done. Alright, here we go. Now they're all ready on Sunday. But now I don't really need them anymore. We're pretty much past our need for anything. Well, right? Like, what do we actually need? I don't need more iridium sprinklers right now. I guess I could just make more crystallariums. But I also don't need more crystallariums. I could profit from more crystallariums, but that's not really what I'm looking for here. Hey Chill, it's me Pierre. How are you doing? Good. That's good. Well, I just wanted to say that I appreciate your business, and I'd like to remind you that Pierre's General Store carries the finest seeds and produce anywhere. Hope to see you in the store very soon. Dude, don't call me at 9:40 p.m. to cold call for your store, okay? That's just rude as hell. That's not okay, Pierre. That's not okay. I'm calling a foul. I'm calling a foul on that. All right. So let's get our pets by the fire. Let's get our pets by the fire. And then head to bed. What's this other? Oh, that's all the seeds that I sold. Nice. Nice. We got some money back. We got some money back. Look at all those seeds we sold. $350,000. 350,000 gold worth of extra seeds that we just didn't need. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. All right. All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream there. So we'll do our little farm walk here. We've got all our key fruit that we're working on. We got our giant key fruit there. which we'll wait. We might leave it there. And we've got our nice big empty field. So let me take a screenshot of this. I need to start remembering to do a screenshot every day, so please remind me if I forget. And we'll go ahead and get off of here. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for chilling with me. Thank you for spending time with me and keeping me company. I appreciate it. And have a great day.